And this is lifestyles of the poor and unfucking fortunate. But I tell you what, bitch, we got views.
It's I got some shit to say to the podcast, man. We back like we don't stop because I promise we never fucking do. Y'all know me.
Fuck you, Squint.
Shout out Whizzle Fizzle.
Whizzle Fizzle.
With me, as I'm so often to have sometimes.
Hey, man, this is what I got to say.
Go.
Chad wanted to take a night off, so we sent his ass back to Texas to play AAA ball. Hit him.
Oh, yeah.
Hit him, Josh!
Y'all know how the fuck we get down. Let's do it. I've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
He's already throwing them.
Yeah.
We're like 3/4 of the way through, and I'm still going.
Heart, no ass.
Whoa.
Whole lot of heart.
Jesus Christ. Dude, I've waited a long time to do that. But not as long as I've waited to have these two guys here. In the corner back there, the Italian gentleman goes by Sonny Paradise.
What's up?
Jesus fucking Christ, Sonny Paradise is at my house.
I finally made it. I can't even believe it.
And this strapping young man is Lorenzo Cole.
What up?
The are you
AKA
on?
the Italian Falcon.
Say that again. Flip that on. Woo, glad we caught that quick. There he is.
I'm here now.
Right? That was your job. Least you could have done was turn a fucking mic on, kid.
Yeah.
Lorenzo Cole, a.k.a. the Italian Falcon.
Why's my falcon noise sucks? Every time we do birds, I sound like a fucking crow.
All right, hold on. Do a robin.
That's what I'm saying. I sound like a fucking crow. I don't know how to do a bird noise. What's a fucking robin sound like? Tweet, tweet, motherfucker.
Rockin' robin.
Oh, okay.
Tweet.
So,
Rockin' robin.
what brings you fine gentlemen to town?
This not so fine gentleman right here.
Right. Everybody knows Leroy's rocking with street flavor nowadays.
Everybody can take their shots. All I'm saying is I hit mine.
I was on my way here and I was thinking, God damn, I'm about 10 years late getting Sonny Paradise to pull up at my house.
No, I just...
No, I'm just saying, no, 10 years ago, I was rapping. So if Sonny Paradise pulled up at the crib 10 years ago, this would be a different scenario. You follow me?
That's right.
Yeah. It's kind of ironic, really.
And this is the same Sonny Paradise. You know, I had a couple people tell me, like...
There's only fucking one,
No,
Leroy.
I know, but I had a couple people tell me, like, he died.
No.
He died.
No.
First of all, let's just clear the air. Sonny, how old are you?
Fuck you, Leroy. You don't have to answer shit.
I'm getting to that.
Hey.
Sonny.
I don't care who knows how old I am.
How old are you?
I'll be 50 in April.
Fuck.
Damn, Bubba, you holding it in. I'll be 40 in June.
You lying.
Haven't said that on the air yet. But
what are we doing
I will
for
say
the
it.
Big 4-0?
It looks like we're going to be at Tailgates and Tall Boys. That's my.
Did we announce that last?
We have sort of threw that out there a little bit, but
can I do it?
Go right ahead, Leroy.
So, at the start of my live career, I came into contact with a man named Billy Cowell. He runs promotions for USA Concerts, a string of concerts out of Illinois. And let me tell you, I love those people.
Yeah.
Well, drum roll, please, fellas. This is my third year. My third year being on the motherfucking festival. And with that being said, this year, Tailgates and Tall Boys will be bringing you I Got Some Shit to Say live.
Nice. Yeah, we're going to be at Tailgates and Tall Boys.
We're in there. We're performing. We may even be on stage doing it.
There's no telling. But a lot of our fans that are nationwide that always hope for that opportunity, here it comes. Tailgates and Tall Boys.
And to all the
months
haters,
away. We got June and July. These are two book dates, June and July. One is more like a country angle. The second is Leroy and the team. Yeah, go ahead.
Me and the gang will be in Bloomington, Illinois.
Correct.
And we'll be in Taylorville, Illinois.
Yeah, we'll be there.
If you got something to say,
you know we'll be.
Pull the fuck up.
Can't fucking wait, dude. If y'all are you aware of Tailgates and Tall Boys?
Yeah. Hashtag Sonny ain't dead.
Bro, I'm new to this shit, I guess, because I had no fucking clue, but I'm glad I do now, and I'm stoked. But the first event in June, that is during my birthday week. That's where we'll be. Tailgates and Tall Boys.
Oh, we're getting fucked up, right?
That's a good look, though, for real. That's kind of a cool thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, stoked about it. And plus,
y'all should come. Yeah. Being a part of the team and everything, y'all should come.
We're going to be there.
Yeah, a lot could happen between now and then.
Can I ride with y'all?
That's all he wanted to know.
Yeah. Can I get a ride?
But yeah, we're just excited about that.
I'm getting up there. All I know is I'm getting paid.
But yeah, that is kind of funny. That's the first time I've said my age on this show. But I have now. I don't really care.
I'll be 22 in September.
Nobody cares, kid. I'm just playing. The fucking young ones blow me away, brother. You got 22 right here. You're 22, right, Leroy? About to be 23. And then Joy Band. Shout out Joy Band. He's young too, bro. He's 24 also. I want y'all to Are you aware of him? Have you heard any of his material? I want you to.
Yeah.
The kid's talented.
Well, I need to link up. I think we had a back and forth.
He said something about the same way that y'all spoke before,
See, like,
and he's
I think
a fan
it was on
and
Facebook.
shit. But, yeah,
and that's where it throws everything off because I haven't pushed a Facebook fucking demographic. So.
Talented kid though. Yeah, he pulled up. He spit something. We got an interview from ChadArmesTV coming soon, and he sat in on a podcast with us. But yeah, shout out Joy Band. But I'll put him on y'all's radar before y'all are gone. But yeah, I'm still kind of tripping when I look up at this camera and I realize that that's Sonny Paradise back there in this corner. It's really trippy to me because of, I mean, I spoke on it numerous times with Sonny.
Because he's not dead.
No, it's not that, dude. People on the show, I mean, we're almost 50 episodes deep, bro, and people have heard us reference to Sonny Paradise and the importance of him throughout our careers and the support he's always provided, and that kind of shit.
I would say this, too, though, because I feel like it's lost on a lot of people. Like, you came up in that period.
Yeah.
You know.
For sure.
Right? Won't say any name. The gentleman we talked today was from like Gulf Shores, Alabama area, about 30 years old, A&R, right? Motherfucker said, and I quote, talking in reference to Sonny, "Your reputation precedes you."
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. Okay.
Explain.
I don't know.
How did you take that, Sonny, when somebody says that to you?
I think he just. It was kind
What's that mean?
It means I haven't met you formally, but I've heard a lot about you. And
Well, why not just say that?
Yeah.
well, I don't know because
What if it was bad?
Yeah, what if it's bad?
what else is
Your
new?
reputation. I don't know. That's kind of weird. I'm with you though.
Now
Like
that
I would have been.
Now that I think about it, Sonny sucks.
I would have had. I got the type of personality of being like, 10 minutes later, I'd be like, wait a minute, what do you mean by that? Because I got to know.
Well,
It's kind of weird because I feel like when I was here and I've been here, it seems like since we moved, it's almost like it's given us a reason to communicate with people we
Normally,
yeah, it's almost like the dude who shows up at the club every weekend or something, like some artist, but so he's just the dude there. But the one artist who only shows up once in a blue moon, everybody wants to talk to, kind of thing. And I feel like being in Nashville, it almost, there's really no urgency or nothing. But since we've been gone, it seems more like.
Since you've been gone.
yeah.
I mean, it seems more like people might want to,
Well, I think they're still like, because you got to remember, dude. And I'm not just saying this because I've said this from the beginning, but like, I'm 22.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not your son.
I know that.
And the lore
Are you
still,
my
and
son?
the folklore is still there.
You're not my brother?
You know,
Might as well. Write them off on your taxes.
I'll be your brother.
Thank you. Thank you.
But a lot of people got famous between 2012 and now as far as Instagram's concerned.
Right.
But what a lot of them can't do is what Sonny did.
Yeah, Sonny did it without
And
that
that's
shit.
sell music.
Yeah. Sonny sold music when that was all there was to sell. You couldn't even sell personality when Sonny was selling music.
No, it was just.
It was a poster and a CD cover and the contents of that disc, basically.
Yeah, Sonny, what's the shittiest thing you've done as far as
In my whole life, kick a nun? I don't know.
No.
What?
Really?
Really?
We'll get to let's
What was
circle
that like?
back.
Yeah, we'll have to come back to
I
that.
got kicked out of Catholic school for that.
For kicking a nun? Fun fact.
That's a fun fact.
Awesome. That makes
Oh,
more
Judas
sense.
Priest
I'm sure
over
there's
here's
worse
my
things,
manager.
Kicked a nun. God, how hard of a bar would that have been if you were a rapper? If you kicked
So,
a nun and you could put that in your raps? Woo! Sonny would have been a beast.
Yeah.
Why? What made you choose the producer side opposed to being an artist? You never had aspirations to be an artist of any type? Hanging around all these cool rap friends you have?
Well, when I was young, I wanted to be an artist.
Yeah.
But more from the writing side and, but I don't know. I had more excitement from being the behind the scenes and making other people famous. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
I probably would have if I don't know.
Who surprised you that stuck around? What's one name you've heard that's
Leroy's
still
just trying to
making
get you
music?
burned
And
at
you're
the
like,
cross, brother.
What the fuck? Like,
I don't know.
you do know.
Leroy Biggs.
I'll murder you.
So with Lorenzo, I'll say it. You know how lucky you are to have Sonny Paradise as your father? Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
I could not, dude. I'm just saying, bro. I'm another grown fucking man, but I know. I'm telling you, I know that guy back there. I've known him for a long fucking time. I've seen that man make miracles fucking shake when it comes to what this industry and the things that happen, right? Like, just to take it serious for half a second. To have that type of discipline from that type of character back there in the corner and trying to be an artist, like, I couldn't imagine what that would be like. I'm sure there's moments where he pats you on the back and says you're a motherfucking monster, and the next to do this big thing, and then there's probably moments where he fucking shames you. Where he's probably like, damn it, son.
Yeah.
Come the fuck on.
I don't know. I'll let him answer that one.
I'd love for you to. You're free here, kid. You're free. This is your chance.
No, we have a good relationship.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, bro, and I value the fuck out of that.
Being told, like, it's better to have someone to tell you when you're doing something wrong than it is for someone to tell you you're doing everything right, or go do this yourself. Like, even knowing I'll fuck it up or something like that, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Or having a second opinion on anything that I second guess everything I do.
What a second opinion to have, though.
Yep.
Is my point.
And, like, I get second guess everything I do, so I need someone to tell me.
That's not
like,
a bad thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's when you fucking 6-time guess it and 8-time guess it.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes an issue.
Well, and, like, I really didn't help coming in because, like, from the day me and Cole started talking, like, it was always production. You know what I mean? Hey, man, here's a beat. Hey, man, I revised this. Hey, man, and, like,
but Cole's an artist,
he's
too.
probably sent me 30 fucking beats, and every one I was like, yeah, it's fire. I want it. You know what I mean? Like,
he
it was just...
He was lying, of course.
Yeah,
Murder One, that's the name of this episode.
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but Cole's a grounded kid. He's very, we have that relationship not so much because of me, really. It's because of his temperament, his being at his age. He listens. Even when he gets pissed, he kind of brews more so than just say something dumb. You know what I mean?
Dope.
So he makes it easy for me to help him. And we've had times, and it just comes down to opinions more so, not necessarily respect.
Of course.
Or but.
Right.
No, that's going to happen. I mean,
I worked with my dad for a long time, on and off, on deals and things like that, and it digs a little deeper when you're dealing with your family directly.
I could imagine.
Business, and sometimes it's, sometimes it gets competitive too. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, and then I'm sure he has times where he feels like, let me show this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? This old man. Whatever.
They're the exact same.
And,
yeah.
But, he is definitely, and I say this honestly, not because he's my kid, but he's definitely by far more talented than I was at his age.
Gotcha.
It was a different time, so the way young people approach things is different than the way we did. But I was more fly by the seat of my pants. What the fuck?
That's just Leroy.
He's more talented in general.
I'm just saying he's more talented. He at that age, he was. I didn't really. I was just more like flying by the seat of my pants. He's a little bit more calculated. He's already just more naturally better at making beats and things like that. I think I had to work at it a little harder. But he's definitely a better musician. So, and he's got a little bit more to learn too. But
Yeah, and no disrespect. When the way I spun into that, like, I'm just being goofy. Leroy's here.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
Then, like I said, I've known your dad for a long time, dude. And I guess my angle on the question or on what I was saying, is it's got to be better for a fucking kid your age to be coming up underneath a father like Sonny Paradise, however that may be, opposed to someone that didn't do half the fucking shit.
Right.
Yeah.
That guy done. And I could just envision fathers like that don't make it, putting it on their kids to make it.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
But then their
I'll,
kid.
I'll say it straight up. I'll say, dude, I don't have any problem living vicariously through you. You know what I mean? Like, it's. I try to put it in a reference like, I'm just another tool in the toolbox kind of thing. Like, use me if you can. You know what I mean? There's no pressure for you to feel like you have to ever
useful
do
tool
anything.
over there,
I've been
man.
fucking using them too.
And,
Well,
so
Using me for beats.
at this point in the game, it's really just me, trying to get these guys to a point where they don't need me.
Yeah.
That's really the goal.
Where boss can just wait on y'all to call him when he can't when y'all can't
Right.
fix it yourselves. I totally understand
and
that.
it's totally like a bittersweet thing too, man. Because hell, if you watch the podcast, you can see right when I started fucking with you know.
Yeah, I mean they've seen
like,
the whole thing sort of unfold as
and
well.
It's,
you know what I'm saying?
and it's always been like, you know, obviously, all three of us are glued at the hip, but it's always been a dynamic of like, we get the ball going, me and Cole keep it going.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like so much like we're not.
Yeah, but I love the idea of Sonny from afar making sure y'all motherfuckers don't drop
Exactly. Well, and two, I think it shows like a dude that had been there and done that. Like, you know, it says a lot to really like. He's never tried to take the attention away from us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's never like he's very.
We all know Leroy's an attention
Well, I mean,
whore.
this podcast and initially talking with you and Chad is a big reason
That'll come out of your.
It's
ass.
the first thing that like, it's the first time I've really had an opportunity to even talk about anything regarding me because I've
love that.
I've been so hyped, but you guys gave me the platform, and I think that helped quite a bit as far as just.
Oh, David, our platform is your platform, Sonny.
This is the first time I've ever talked about anything like on a public like.
Oh yeah, you
seriously like
you wasn't involved with the ChadArmesTV thing, huh?
Yeah,
you
the
didn't
first
get
one
to
I
sit
wasn't.
on with
Yeah,
that.
no.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that sucks. Fuck, we gotta get Lorenzo on
Well, we're getting
ChadArmesTV and pick his brain a little bit from the see because I leave that to Chad. Chad picks y'all's brain for all that like crazy fucking like the questionnaire shit, like the more like journalistic side of it, and then we get y'all here and try to get y'all stoned or drunk and fucking have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what we do here. Like we just go. Like I told them when they sat down, like dude, I'm not gonna ask y'all no shit. Like we're just gonna fucking go. I'm so thankful for the fact that I know how long they were in town.
Yeah.
I've only met the kid a couple times now.
Yeah.
And to have him pull up with him is fucking great for Squints. Like I tell y'all this all the time. It's cool as fuck to be me. And I'm at work all fucking day, about 11-hour shift, just doing my thing, and then I get that call that my homie that just recently signed with Street Flavor, Sonny Paradise, and his son are gonna take time to fucking pull up at the crib. Hurry home.
Yeah. Well, one of the things that I think I've made a decision in my older days is that I definitely
which are now
yeah. Sometimes coming up, you give a lot of energy to people that don't give it back, and I think that it's important to make sure that if someone's willing to show you some love and that kind of thing, you really need to those are the people you need to focus on.
Word? So, yeah, take notes, Leroy.
Is that too serious?
No, that's fucking. I need you to talk like that.
That was some deep
for
shit.
me to fucking smack him around and say, "Hey, you
I know
listening, right,
everybody wants to have
motherfucker?"
fun. I sound like Mr. Depressing over
No,
there.
you're not, dude. You're the fucking wise guy. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Park
dude,
Paul by the window and tell him to shut up.
I'll co-sign anything probably that comes out from that corner back there.
But
like,
I mean, I just wanted to, that's important for me to say is just, energy goes where energy flows kind of thing. And it's like, I spent a lot of time giving a lot of people energy that didn't give it back. And I think that's the case in the music business a lot of times. And, even right now, it's just so many people are just kissing so many people's asses just for clout chasing.
You can't trust nobody neither, bro.
Well,
like
that's
that,
always been the case. But
right, of course. But
I think now there's a genuine side of it, and then there's a not so genuine side of it with regards to, what's happening here is genuine. You know what I mean? And that's what I really like. But you got guys who'll just do it because they feel like they can capture a piece of somebody's followers or something. It's not really because they're actually digging any part of it or their friends. And I guess that's the game. But
it's how different is that to watch Lorenzo move, and Lorenzo chime in on this too, like to see him come up on the social media side and not really have that input for him.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
It's tough because I mean the way the industry's set up now, a lot of really talented cats kind of get you might not even see them. It takes a larger than life type personality like Leroy sometimes.
Absolutely.
To get it started. You know what I mean? Like it's
Y'all hear that? They can say all they want, but it goes right back to fucking me.
Well, I'm just saying it's
God.
It's first, a lot of guys have come up. It starts one way and then it goes into another. It becomes a personality thing, and I think Cole's just a little bit more quiet and reserved, so therefore the path to what he needs to do is a little tougher. But
the more time he spends with Leroy, that'll change.
Right. Well, and two,
he'll be like, "Wait a minute, I can get away with what?"
well, two, it's already buffered, like which, and I mean, y'all have done this multiple times, but like, they really make me think before I speak. You know what I mean? And I never really fucking did anything too wrong. And
Yeah.
but it's just, I mean,
Ain't that so funny to hear Leroy say that? Like, everybody hear that and they're like, what? You
Yeah.
don't, what are you thinking about? You don't think about shit before you speak. You say whatever the fuck
fuck
comes
bitches,
out.
give money,
Right.
shoot motherfuckers. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
yeah, something like that.
This is an RM party. I ain't talking nurses.
It's
you know what I'm saying?
it's funny, you know. Me and Leroy talk, man, and we talk about scenarios and different things, just like him and Chad do, or him and Don do, or whoever the fuck. Like, and it's weird when I give input to Leroy from my perspective, because I'm old school now, and I had a run at it or whatever, and did my thing. Yeah, old as fuck, call it what you want, but it's I enjoy having those conversations with the kid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that, I don't know, cause he asked me, like he'll ask my opinion in most cases. You know what I'm saying? That's just me being real with y'all.
Well, and two, like, that's how we got linked up. Because when I got linked up with them, it wasn't like, you know, they didn't tell me how good I was, or hey man, I really like the presence you got going on. Where and hell, I know y'all have seen it firsthand. There's a lot of fucking yes men around me, man.
For sure.
Like, I mean, everybody's a fucking yes man, and like, they played it cool, man. We had some constructive fucking talks and shit. I think even maybe like I heard a beat or something and liked it, and then like I was getting around them doing the podcast and shit, and between Squints, Chad, and Don, they really put in fucking perspective. Like,
Jesus,
hey man, you don't understand who this guy was. Like, you may have heard, but like before this social media shit, this is really what it was.
Yeah. Well, and I think a lot of guys in your generation and the artists that are coming up too are benefiting, I think, from guys like Squints and Chad and the Jellies and the guys
that boy,
you know, that are.
You're welcome.
Well, you know, there's this group of music guys that got to live in both eras. They got to see both sides of the thing. And, you know, there's a lot to learn from that. You know, so I think having guys around like, you know, Lex and you and Chad and, you know, all the artists that he's friends with, whether it's Adam or Jelly or Struggle or whoever. I mean, you know, those guys have lived on both sides, and a lot of the young artists, especially in this lane, are benefiting from that.
Well, not just that, but I mean,
in a good way.
You know, a big part of this, like, social media wasn't what it was then, and even when it became what it was, you never chased a spotlight. You know what I mean? So it was really like, and people from out of state can talk about it, but Squints, how long you lived in Middle Tennessee?
My whole life.
Chad Arms has lived in Middle Tennessee his whole life. They know, you know what I mean? Like, they know, like, hey man, like, be around anyone you want, you consider successful. But everybody I consider successful by fault, I got to consider him successful because it was a bigger operation with less tools.
Real shit.
And that shit's just crazy. And then, like, you know, I don't know.
You know, it's crazy that social media has taken the place of what you know, back when it was our turn, bro, we were doing shows. We need lighter. We were doing shows, bro.
Yeah.
And from hole in the wall joints to as big as we could make happen. Yeah. Like, whatever. Like, but it was weekend after weekend. Every time the phone call, every time we get an opportunity to perform at a fucking birthday party, like, we were there.
Right.
You know, just looking for those eyes. You know what I'm saying?
And two, one real big thing, like, you know, the music's being cold.
Yeah.
Like Sonny's position in that, like, he did everything as a producer, facilitator, all that shit, where now it's just facilitating. You know what I mean? Like, we go at it fucking, I mean, there's sometimes I'm fucking calling Cole at fucking midnight.
He's the fucking adult in the room, is what Sonny is.
Sonny. No, like,
shout out Sonny.
Really,
fucking
and
grown
like,
man in the building.
He did everything successful, taking care of everything. Where now in social media and shit, like, we get to be creative, and when it's time for the fucking adults to have a conversation about setting something up, we got them.
Yeah,
we got like it, and I mean,
it's a cool situation. It's exciting for me. You know, a lot of these other guys that, you know, they're off doing their thing now, and there's, you know, I really just, it's Cole and Leroy now. Hopefully
until he burns the bridge, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until Sonny burns the bridge.
Poisons the well.
Yeah.
No, so Sonny, let me ask you why I got you.
Okay.
When did that switch get flipped when it was back to the street flavor? When did that happen? Was there always like in the back of your mind to bring Lorenzo out under Street Flavor?
No,
Or-
I think, you know, initially I was really a little apprehensive as far as like, you know, is the brand still worthy, or like, you know, is anybody really going to give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, because, you know, I think at that point when I started contemplating, I think I'd just done Hate Goes On, right?
Yeah, it was the Addiction Kills.
Yeah, Addiction
side.
Kills.
Yeah, your side of the Addiction Kills. Yeah.
Both
So
monsters.
that's really like the last like project other than Cole's that I really like produced. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I did half and Stoner did the other half or whatever. But
Shout out Stoner.
so, you know, I just didn't know if the brand was really worth anything. Then I'm thinking to myself, you know, it's 25 years because this was 5 years ago, whatever. You know, and now Street Flavor's got a 30-year anniversary, so it's like, you know, we're thinking about, you know, it just seems right. Things are coming together a little bit. I'm talking to people. This is giving us an opportunity to talk about it. I'm surprised that there's so much interest in it, and I think as the interest has grown, I think that's just made us more confident about doing it.
So
Also makes us enjoy it more to know that we have a group effort going into this. Like,
Right.
it's not just me and my dad talking about it
I bet.
constantly.
I bet that's a big thing for you.
Yeah, and then having someone that's we're not related to,
right.
you know, give us a second thought, some reassurance on some things. Because when it's you and your dad, like, it's just like back and forth constantly, and you just, you know,
I can
you're just going
imagine
the same circle over and over again.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I'm so glad you said that when you did, kid.
Yeah.
I really am.
It really worked out too because like we said so earlier, you know, Cole's a hell of a lot quieter than me. You know what I mean? And it almost seems like a polar opposite thing, but like with having him facilitate, me and Cole hit the ground running. It's like, fuck, dude, like we talk about everything. You know what I mean? Like it's just like it's a really cool dynamic. Like one's loud, one's quiet, but at the end of the day, like we've been on the same page. You know what I mean?
Pause. You do martial arts, don't you?
Yeah.
Enough said.
Black belt and keto, bitch. Come
Right.
get it.
Son, real quick, Sonny,
Yes.
are you mad? Are you mad now that you're seeing how people are embracing it? Do you wish you would have brought it back sooner?
Well,
I wish you
hell
would
of
have.
a
I wish you would have.
I kind of believe that, you know, timing's kind of everything. And I think that, you know, maybe it's just, it is what it is. It's the time to do it. And I think that maybe if I would have done it sooner, maybe there wouldn't have been so much interest because maybe some of the people that came up with it wouldn't
Have
be,
took it serious or some shit
or
or
maybe,
something.
you know, a lot of people are sitting on that side of the desk now that may not have been sitting there
Right.
10 years ago. You know, a lot of guys that came up with me
Absolutely.
and were younger than me haven't had an opportunity to reach a maturity or an experience level that can make them appreciate what really happened back then.
Right?
Is that too deep?
No, it's not.
You know,
I'm
so-
one of those people just on the other side of a different table.
Yeah.
But I completely appreciate what you
and,
just
and I
said.
think sometimes you got to live a little bit on the other side of the desk to really know how the business is operated.
Man.
And I think that maybe now that a lot of these guys are older, they have maybe a little bit more respect for me than they may have had back then because they didn't really see it or
Nobody saw it, Sonny.
or they didn't understand or they, you know, maybe their
You
knowledge.
no. Nobody saw it. When Sonny was out here, he was a fucking ghost, dude. Like nobody. We spoke on
They
this a
thought you
million
were dead,
times.
bro.
No. I'm talking about before, bro. Let me speak to Sonny. Like all that shit, bro. Like where the fuck is Sonny?
Yeah.
I remember my first time stepping into Street Flavor Records, bro. I met Dev. You know what I'm saying? We shot beats and shit. Like, but Nick.
Yeah.
The big cat but that was it. Where the fuck's Sonny? Like in the back of my mind, I'm like, where the
I
fuck's
think that was always
Sonny?
just, you know, my not really being interested.
Oh, Capo was at the house.
That boss shit. Yeah, that's that
Hey,
boss
man,
shit.
You want to hear something surreal?
No,
and I'll just go ahead and
I
say,
listen to you talk all the time.
bro,
Yeah, go
check
ahead.
this shit out. And I'll go ahead and say it. There's nothing much. We were at Average Joe's earlier.
Okay, shout out Average Joe.
They showed some interest in what we're doing, and so we went there and talked. And you knowing Nashville history in and out, dude, check this out. At one point, they're showing us around the building. And at the cubicle, at one end, it's me and Cole, right? At the other end, it's Haystack and John Connor.
Wow.
Like, and it was just weird. Like, Cole,
Yeah, we like looked at each other like,
after the fact, we looked at each other. It's like, God damn, dude. Like, Sonny's getting a tour of this office right now. And there's 20 years ago right there.
That is a weird scenario.
And here's 20. And, dude, it was just like...
It was strange.
I didn't think...
The more I envision it, the stranger it gets.
Bro, like, legit, man. And, all right, so take into
That's crazy.
Here,
I wish I could
media.
put like an animation up as we just described
Exactly.
that. That would be
And
so
when
cool,
I came
dude.
walking up, and I'm looking at that, and,
Hey, guys.
Leroy and Cole are over here behind a little half wall, and Stack and John are over here by this little half wall, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like there's so much time,
Yeah.
and what you see is
Should have got a picture.
Well, I mean, but you also see it almost defined the industry a little bit. It was
Absolutely.
Like, it was like a snapshot of the industry and a snapshot of life and a snapshot of struggle.
Man.
And
then and now, a before and after.
Yeah,
Any of those
before-
types
yeah.
of shits, bro.
And
Like,
then-
I totally get it.
and then all the stories between,
Yeah.
and then you look at
Or
them.
even a progression chart or however you want to look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
it's just,
it was interesting.
that's trippy, man.
Just
That really is.
Look at it from every aspect, bro. So, like, this little music niche, right? Think of it from how it started 20 years ago to how it started now. And then think of it from a Nashville standpoint.
Yeah.
Like, I think that speaks out. That's the type of shit that makes us like Atlanta nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, all these, like, I feel like a lot of our artists, like, no matter how old or whatever, like, they're still doing something. You know what I mean? And as we're in there getting the tour and just getting buttered up and shit, you see fucking 20 years go by. And, like, I'm sitting there thinking from, like, I found smoking weed listening to fucking Nashville rap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the, like...
Damn, did I do that? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shame it, Sonny.
But
It's your fault.
that's exactly what I'm getting at, man. Like, that's such a fucking surreal moment. Like,
I bet. That's trippy. Like I said, for the more I think about that, like that's kind of weird,
the
man.
facilitator's still there. It's not like the fucking...
I've been in that building before. We were in there with, but I seen John when we were in there. I didn't see Stack. What were we in there for? Oh, Average Joe's and the Mako kind of shit they did. Whatever. When we did that interview there, but I met whoever runs that show. But I saw their facility. The facility's super nice, dope. It's
cool.
They're good people over there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a trippy look when to see you two standing across from those two.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then you have all the artworks on the wall.
Yeah,
Like,
there's nice artwork in there.
yeah, and it's just like...
Wow.
That was one of the few moments I've had where it was sitting there like...
Yeah,
Yo,
I wish somebody would have got a picture
man,
from afar.
But
This
the thing
isn't-
is, like, I have that feeling. For me, I have that feeling a lot. Like I got to see Jelly when we got here and went and said hello to him, and I'm always just sitting back watching now, and now it feels more like, wow, like I saw the stories, I saw it all happen from then to now, and it's
That's a different story over there, bro.
yeah,
Jelly.
no, but what I'm just saying, it's like what it does,
But
Jelly,
to your point,
it's
it's the same thing. Like, I understand what you're saying. Like,
Yeah, it trips
a
you
million
out.
percent. Where how'd y'all link up with Jelly? What happened there? Anything special? Did y'all go to dinner or something?
We talked about you.
no, I just
Nobody ever talks about me.
I do.
Do you?
it was just
That's sweet.
It was just, hey, I'm in town. I want to
Yeah.
see you. I went over there, hug, what's
Yeah.
up, and then we rolled out there.
Yeah. Shout out to the
They're
big
getting
guy.
his process going, so we didn't want to hang out too long. So, but it was cool.
Gotcha. Yeah, well, I'm super glad y'all fucking came through. Like, just the
thanks for
city,
having us.
the city period. Yeah, bro. But there's a picture up here that hangs right over my shoulder, and we never show it because it's just out of camera.
Yeah.
But that says something by itself. Like that picture up there. There's a picture on the wall that consists of myself, Leroy, David Ray, Jelly Roll, Sonny, the kid, Lorenzo, and Chad Arms. And that picture to me now means more than it ever would have 10 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Bro, think about that. Think about the day that happened there.
I was
what
there.
Happened? You know what I mean? All that. And then to think, hey, the next day it was flooded.
Right.
Yeah.
crazy, right?
Shout out D-Ray.
You know what? Like...
But I mean, that's another example of like, me and D-Ray hadn't seen each
I'm
other
wrong.
in such a long time,
Right.
Yeah.
years, and I'm not sure if I would have wanted to try to do things 10 years ago, it would have been the same thing. I think it's just people get to places where they see the world different. They get older, they see things different, and I just timing's everything. And then he helped us produce a track. It turned out amazing, and you know,
Yes.
Now I try to
How D-Ray changed my sound.
yeah.
You know, like it's just
D-Ray's a
But
genius,
now I try to stay in touch with him as much as I can, just on some, you know,
Absolute genius.
friendship stuff.
One of the smartest friends I have. For
Well,
real.
I
When
just-
it comes to this
And
music
you know, he's
shit.
got that same thing too. He's got that very steady personality. He's got
Oh
that
man,
he's got
he could hate you and you not know it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like real talk.
Yeah.
Like if D-Ray didn't like you, you would never know it. Like he's a fucking sweetheart of a guy, and he's fucking the most talented fucking person we could ever ask for.
right.
Yeah,
Like-
he's great.
Absolutely phenomenal.
I mean,
and he still hasn't pulled up, and I'm mad at him about it. To be honest,
cool.
but he'll pull up soon.
it's cool. We'll
I
take
talk
it
to him
out.
often.
He can't take on both of us.
I tell him we can call him now. Like we can put him on FaceTime and
No, no,
shit.
no, no, no,
and that's what I want y'all to understand. Like
Yeah.
if you ever got some shit to say, just dial up.
Well, you got to come down to Florida, and we'll just set up a show. Right
We can do that
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Set
We're
up
going
at the
mobile,
store.
man.
Just
We
do one out of the Southern Punk store.
We're in the process of getting the
squints out of his job.
Leroy Cole estate. And it's just going to be one fuck shack in South Florida.
one fuck shack. Jesus Christ. What a
But,
name for that.
Man, and I really, like, just for a second, like, it's really cool for me to see from the outside looking in. Like, obviously, you and Chad stayed in close contact through the
course.
years and stuff like that. But Sonny didn't stay in contact, you know. And, like, a lot of these people, like, they knew of each other, but you lose contact as you get old. Like, for someone that watched all this shit, man, and just like even, and it's more crazy that I was the fucking little puzzle piece that fucking brought this shit together. But it was like all this time has passed and everybody still has the same amount of energy. Like, dude, that says so much about Nashville and
Yeah.
the little rinky-dink fucking music scene that was.
Well, it's like Sonny said earlier when he said he was, you know, he realized he was giving his energy out the wrong ways to the wrong people.
Right.
And Vac, like from Bezel Gang, said the other night, protect your energy.
Yeah.
And that's so fucking true, bro. Like when it comes down to that type.
And Nashville's a little bit different now too. I mean, I think guys are working together more. You know,
Very true.
In the '90s and the early 2000s, it was really
Competitive.
Nashville and Atlanta had one big difference. One, Atlanta worked together, and Nashville didn't. And I think it hindered it for a long time. And I think, especially Jelly and them, I think they really figured out how to share in it and how to work together, kind of thing. You know, promoting each other and building alliances. And I think that's kind of become a blueprint for people now, I think.
Well, it's just all around fucking loyalty. Like with Atlanta, you think about all the murders of underground rappers and shit that came
Oh,
up.
dude, they all the time.
Nashville never had that.
That's shit. You say that
And
shit.
if they did have that problem, it was always on some extra side gang shit or some shit. Like,
Right.
there's just a level like loyalty almost. Like,
Nashville was just big enough, just small enough. You know?
yeah.
So
There you go.
maybe, I don't know.
I think that's better said than start speaking the way you're speaking.
Small city, big town, dog.
Yeah, just say that.
I got something for you.
Go.
Off camera, I got something for you.
Bring it on, bitch. Did you hear that thud? I think Hartley's on.
Oh, there's a baby on the premises.
Okay, that was kind of weird, but all right.
Fuck you,
But
dude.
no,
Rap
real
battle
talk.
me.
We'll pull up in Florida whenever we're down there for sure. If not, we'll plan it a different way.
Pull up
but
to the fuck shack.
pull up to the fuck shack. That needs to be a reality show, Sonny. You
Pull
need
up
to get
to
on
the
that,
fuck shack. Pull up to
or at least
the
just shoot the
fuck shack.
content, shoot the content, and
Shoot a load.
Get a
With
video.
The fuck shack.
the fuck shack. Jesus Christ, real
Band
talk.
name right there.
Real talk.
But anytime you guys are in town, please pull up. Like even
Yes.
if it's just to pull up for dinner or some shit, bro. Like Lorenzo, you're good as your dad, so that shit don't matter if he's with you or not.
Oh, yeah.
that shit continues to go.
You hear that, Sonny?
But
We don't need you.
but if I gotta hang out with Leroy Biggs to stay in contact with Sonny, I'll do it.
I knew you was using me, bro. I knew it.
No, because Sonny's never changed on me, even back when to now.
Fuck Sonny.
I love Sonny. I've said it on record. Everybody knows what this is,
We
bro.
need that shirt.
What shirt?
Fuck Sonny.
Yeah.
I'm
Fuck
telling
Sonny?
you, Fuck
Hashtag.
Sonny.
Or Sonny who? Sonny who?
Either one.
Sonny P.
Who?
You ever heard of Sonny D? This Sonny P's a lot more bitter.
So what's next, guys? What's next?
Albums, music.
Yeah.
Just singles,
Videos.
singles, albums. What's happening?
Yeah. TV
The
stuff.
Fuck Shack.
The Fuck Shack.
Yeah.
Leroy and Lorenzo's Fuck Shack. Jesus
Real white,
Christ.
the real
Stamped.
white rappers at South Beach.
Stamped.
Yeah.
Real white rap.
Is it South Beach? Is that where y'all at?
No, we're
Basically,
Southwest.
you know what I'm saying, gang.
We're south
Gang.
of Tampa. We're south of Tampa.
They about 45 minutes away from the world's largest trailer park. Shout out Lee County. What up, Port Charlotte?
You're so stupid,
I
bro.
swear to God,
I
dude,
fucking
it's
love
all
Tampa.
the
though.
McLeans,
Tampa's
Brent
one of my favorite
Doty.
places in the world.
bunch of bad motherfuckers.
Yeah, I love Tampa. I worked there
Fuck
numerous
Tampa.
summers.
That ain't even the same.
Whatever.
I
don't
caused
care.
a bunch of shit in Pinellas County, son.
Son, believe that. Fucking
Believe
thug.
fuck.
Try to keep your eye. I'll try to keep them in line here.
No,
much as I can.
Okay. With that being said, I got
Oh,
some
there
shit
it
to
is.
say.
Ding.
Give me my props. I haven't been in trouble in a while.
Very, very
Dude,
good.
we brought you to Florida for like less than a week, and you almost fought a 60-year-old man
with a body cam on.
with a body cam on,
The cat man.
called
The
the
first-
Cat Man.
The first we've heard of this.
All right, hold on.
This is news to us.
Hold on. Who was the aggressor?
He was.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, maybe me and him were. I'm not sure who it was.
I cleaned up. So Sonny had look. So in short, Sonny had this guy bullying him, and I told Sonny, "You got to be a man at some point." And I went over there and talked to him.
I don't believe it.
Am I lying?
Well, he wasn't bullying me.
I can tell you
I
how.
just
I can
didn't-
tell you
Who
how the
can-
beef started.
who can
I can tell
Go.
you how it really
Go,
started.
Lorenzo. Go.
Oh, Jesus, God.
So we got our car parked in front of our building, and this guy comes in. He's like, "Hey, someone needs to move that car." And my dad says, "Yeah, I'll move it when I'm ready." And the guy says,
Gangsta.
"I do what?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll move it when I'm ready." And he's like, "Well, you're gonna be hearing from the landlord soon." And he walks out, and then he starts just walking in a circle, cussing outside, back and forth, and then he finally leaves.
Okay.
Leroy's like, "You want me to go over there and talk to him?" Going over there. I'm going over there. I'm like, "No, don't go over there."
What were you gonna say,
landlord's
Leroy?
got-
Oh, dude, well, I go in there.
Were you gonna go up and be aggressive and say,
Well,
"Hey,
I went
man,
in there.
fuck you"?
I went in there, and like he had people.
You're gonna
over
say,
there.
"Excuse me, sir."
It was a group of ladies that parked in front of the store
Our
and
store.
walked to his store.
Right.
It's like, "Hey man, I think you got some customers in here that's parked in front of our shop." I was going to ask him to. He's like, "Hey man, they're coming to your shop. They just wanted to stop in." He's like, "But I've been He's like, "I've been having problems. Y'all want to kick me out of your store? You're kicked out of my store, motherfucker." I said, "Don't motherfuck me, Bubba."
Yeah.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
And we got outside, and I matched that energy with him because I was not like there was
Punked him out, didn't you, Leroy?
there was 40-year-old women there, right? And they just heard this motherfucker like, "You're not gonna dog cuss me, dude. I don't give a fuck if you can whoop my ass. I'll shoot you."
Wow.
Like,
Gotta watch him.
and I go outside and I talk shit to him. I was like, "No, man, that's not how the fuck we're gonna do that." Like, well, about 2 hours go by and we're out in front filming, and he's out in the parking lot. He's like, "Hey man, you know what? I just want to let bygones be bygones." It's like, man, if bygones were bygones, you ain't going to yell at me. We started talking to me, and I disappear for like 30 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
And it's because he takes me into his shop, and he ended up being pretty cool to me. At least he gave me a parting gift. He gave me the newspaper from the night John Lennon got shot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
Like, cool, like,
Yeah, that's cool.
and I finally realized
His
it's
peace
just
offering.
because Sonny's a dick. You know what I mean? Like, I went over there having to take up for my little buddy because, you know, he's...
Fuck that shit. Sonny would have handled his own. That's why he told him to fucking move when he was ready.
And I walk into an ambush.
I follow you.
You'd follow me into an ambush?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But that wasn't what I
Bro, I'm
said,
about
but
to
I
set
would.
up some shit.
Hey, man, set it up.
Fuck you guys. Me
going
and
out.
Squints are coming.
Blazing glory.
This guy drives around in a hearse and with a
The guy does?
yeah,
Legit hers.
with music blasting out of this.
Oh, okay. So it's like a novelty hearse. Like it's not.
Yeah, it's
okay.
not-
It's not. He doesn't move.
It's
No,
like,
corpses in it.
No corpses, but it definitely moved fucking
He's got
corpses.
Right.
He's
I'll
got
follow
little
you.
creepy dolls in the window and shit.
Whoa.
And he plays
Like evil looking dolls. Like, dude, that's why I went over there. Like, all right, dude, this
fucking weird.
motherfucker's gonna fucking drink blood. Like, I'm just gonna have to match energy. Like,
yeah.
Right. That's-
at first, and I didn't know he was old, man, because like he really didn't come off like a 60-year-old.
What's your relationship like with this guy now? Is he everything cool
just
or
fine.
he's still around?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Well, Leroy, don't go back down there.
I fixed
No,
it.
he
What the
fixed-
fuck? I fixed it.
Well,
I called
did
him out
you,
on
though?
his shit. Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
He's about to get his ass whooped. Motherfuck me, you cocksucking son of a bitch.
Okay.
I'll bitch smack you with your own goddamn hand.
Okay. Okay. You're talking to that gentleman,
Goddamn
correct?
pre-squad. I'm
Yeah.
talking to whoever.
You ain't talking to me.
No, yeah.
right.
I'm talking to the fucking 80-year-old man.
No, not me.
I'll whoop your ass, Seamus.
Right.
just
Is that
all-
was his name, Seamus?
No. Oh, dude, I got some shit to say.
Go. Hurry
he
up.
didn't introduce me.
Yeah.
Introduce himself as a fucking person. He's like, they call me the cat man. It's like,
I'm the cat man. Right?
There you go. That's the story.
Yep.
We're sticking to it.
It's
I believe it.
Yeah.
Every word of it. That's a interesting story. It came out of complete left field.
and that's the first fight Sonny got me into.
Hmm.
And I won. Can we all say I won?
Yeah, you did.
1-0.
Hmm.
Bring it to the mailbox, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I got some shit to say.
Shout out Leroy
Hey,
Biggs.
and now we got lighters, and none of them crack lighters. That's a big bitch.
Yeah, that's a dope
Shout
lighter,
out
right?
Striking Promotions.
Yeah, shout out Strike on Promotion. Shout out Fish House Burrow out here in the Burrow.
Yeah.
Got a few more lining up.
Shitters full.
Shitter's full.
Yeah, we got like a catfish sponsor.
Man.
We got a
Fish House
lighter
Burrow
sponsor?
out here in the
Man.
Burrow.
I'm
Yeah,
about to have a
Strike on
florist.
Promotions. Look, they hooked us up with all these cool like coasters and shit. Like they're awesome. Totally awesome.
see
I
that?
got some over here. I'll
See
send
it?
y'all home.
You see that?
Yeah.
That's what happens when you bring cheddar home, Sonny.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that's what. Okay, sure. For
You
anybody,
got
for anybody,
to
for anybody watching
know
this episode though, y'all, I hope y'all know by now that when we do this shit, it's by the seat of our pants and we just go. Okay. So anybody expecting me to ask Sonny or Lorenzo or Leroy any specific things, or even us hold character and not cut them off when they're talking, go to hell. I don't care. It's my show, our show. We do what we want. But with that being said, like, it's just a fucking platform for us to have some shit to say. Okay?
It's the land of the free.
There just seems to be a misconfusion about that sometimes. I, Squints, am just lucky that my buddy Leroy pulled up like he always does and happened to bring Sonny Paradise and his fucking son. What a great
I
treat.
refer to him.
And I'm glad I could share a little bit of it with y'all.
I facilitated it.
You sure did.
You're going to be thankful.
Shout out Leroy on this
We're
one.
thankful. We're all thankful.
Yeah, we're thankful.
I'm thankful.
Who you
Very
thankful
We're all
for?
thankful. We're
For
thankful.
me?
We're thankful for everybody.
No,
Next-
no, yeah.
Man.
Stop with
Look,
this.
next
Are
time-
you thankful for me?
Yes, of course.
Whatever.
Jesus.
Next time y'all can pull up prior to him even showing up or something. Now you know where I'm at.
Yeah.
And we'll do it before he gets here and starts running his
I
mouth.
shoot out tree.
Well, now I know we're not real brothers, so now I don't really know how I feel about anything.
What?
So.
We're not real brothers?
Yeah.
You're not my dad.
You got to know when to hold
I
them,
don't have to listen to you.
know when to fold them,
All right. We're going to lead out
know
on that.
when to walk away.
Shout out to Leroy Biggs.
Know when to run.
Shout out to
You
Lorenzo
never
Cole.
Count your money.
And shout out
While
to
you're
Sunny
sitting
fucking
at the
Paradise.
table, there's time enough for counting. When the kneeling done. R.I.P. Kenny Rogers, you old dead fuck.
For real. It's I got some shit to say. I'm Squint615.
Fuck Chad Arms.
Man, fuck
Yes.
that. ChadArmesTV.com. Pow, pow.
Bitch, we got views.